here in the community at Nabisalu, we have come to execute an activity on this day of World AIDS Day as we commemorate the day of when we remember people who have lost their lives to HIV and those who are living positively in the community. We have been here with the military and we have been carrying out sanitation. We've been cleaning the community. We've been also with the Red Cross organization that has been taking through people with testing and counseling. We have also had people coming from Chirudu Hospital to carry out a counseling session for people within the community. It's very unfortunate that many of them have tested and have discovered that they're living positively, and this is something that is not within their homes or their families that they already know. And people who are in the community living as husband and wife, some of them say they live positive. One of the partner is living positively and the other is not living positively. But it is hard for them to talk about it or even encourage each other to go and take medication. So the gospel we are preaching today as M-LISADA organization is basically to encourage the community members to go and adhere to medication, go for counseling, go for testing, live positively, and also try to live a careful life within the community.
I'm happy to have attended this function, the World AIDS Day, with the M-LISADA, an organization rehabilitating street children. And we are pleased to be part of this celebration because HIV and AIDS has equally affected us in the military, and it's one of the threats to our security. Our forces have been depleted because of the HIV scourge, and we are also lucky to be taking part in a day with activities aimed at recognizing its impact on our society. And as part of the civil-military coordination within UPDF, that's the Uganda People's Defense Forces, protecting civilians is paramount. Because as our name says, we are Uganda People's Defense Forces. It's not all about defending our borders, but it's all about keeping even the security within the country. And security doesn't even mean the armed rebellions or the armed thuggery, but it also includes diseases, of which fighting diseases requires sanitation. We are happy today we've been part of the bigger organization which has been involved in cleaning of the area of Zone Kanakuria, that is in Nabisalu, Makinde Division, and we promise that we shall always be available whenever we are called upon. This is a noble cause. We call upon everybody to support it, and together as a team, we shall win and AIDS will be no more.
I thank the organizers, thanks for organizing. We've been in community, but for us, we just focus on KPs and PPs. But now it's a reality that also people in the community down here, it's very, very good for them to come and sensitize about HIV. They need to be tested and to know the modalities of HIV so that they can get prevention services. Most of the challenges are people have got HIV. You know, the clinics are so expensive. They think when they get some little tabs, it's okay, but they don't refer them to big hospitals because they want money. They will just keep on picking money instead of referring that person to a big hospital for further management, and their cases has become so hard. And we've got so many problems about people didn't know how they can prevent when the man is positive, the lady is negative. Those prevention services are not in clinics, and people are stuck. They don't know where to go, how to get the treatment. But after organizing this session, the organizers have done them well. They are able to receive services. Whenever you visit a clinic the first time and you see no change, just ask for a referral to the big hospital where you can go for further management, because the cases are there because they didn't go for further management and they didn't know what to do.
Today, we as M-LISADA family are commemorating the World AIDS Day, and together with the whole world, we are privileged to be a part of those who are remembering this day. As M-LISADA family, we want to remember all who have lost their loved ones due to this epidemic, and we also want to stand in support of everyone who is diseased with this epidemic. As M-LISADA, we today have decided to do something with the community around us in one of the zones of Katwe where we work in. Today, we have had with the military police, together with KCCA, done some general cleaning because there is need for health in this place, like there is need for hygiene. And the other thing that we are doing today is testing for HIV/AIDS, and people need to know their status. And with the theme that we have this year is End Inequalities and HIV/AIDS, and together in one voice, M-LISADA and the whole world, when we sort inequalities in the whole world, we can fight this epidemic, HIV/AIDS. Thank you for joining the whole world in fighting this epidemic, and we are grateful that we are able to do this.
We are going to continue to engage with the community even after this day to ensure that the community is working together with stakeholders, hospitals, and the local leaders to see that they have harmonious life with their families, living together and counseling each other, identifying each other, and also talking about these issues that concern HIV. We are very grateful to be in this community, and we wish you a good celebration of World AIDS Day.
End inequalities and AIDS.
HIV/AIDS positive. She told me that hot sunny evening, and my face grew pale.
My mind went blank as fear, judgment, self-hate crawled into my system like a parasite.
My identity was lost in that word. My name, nobody would care to know.
My hobbies, my dreams, plans and visions, nobody would dare listen anymore.
For all they cared, positive is the word that covered all of me, describing me in one word, positive.
They loved me before I said the word, but now didn't want to touch me, afraid my parasite would crawl to their airtight skin.
Didn't care to speak with me, afraid death would flow from my tongue to their scared to death bodies.
Not enough that I judged myself already, that I hated myself already, that every time that I took my ARVs, I stared at myself with reject.
They helped me add to my grief, but there is no word gossiped around me that I had not said to myself.
True, I opened the door to the virus when I chose a random nice-looking man. He opened the door just being born.
He opened the door by carelessly choosing the lady that bore him, his mother.
My children will open the door when they get born.
Funny, none of us bought this virus from the mall.
Maybe it's my mistake that got me here, but that's all it is, a mistake. I am more than the words HIV positive. I am more than the ARVs capsules I take. I have an identity. So look at me for who I am, not the parasite flowing in my veins.
Hug me, it won't creep to your skin. Speak to me, it won't flow through my tongue. Fleeing away from the virus is not by isolating me into silence, but allowing me to blow the whistle.
Encouraging me on the front line with boldness, to warn you with love because you have loved me.
I am HIV/AIDS positive, but that's not all there is to me.
There comes the time when we hear a certain call, when the world must come together as one. There are people dying. Oh, it's time to lend a hand to life, the greatest gift of all. We can go on, pretending day by day that someone somewhere will soon make a change. We are all part of God's great big family, and the truth, love is all we need. We are the world, we are the children, we are the ones to make a brighter day, so let's start giving. There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives. It should make a better day, just you and